I go into the middle of all of my friends and cast Mass Healing Word.
Thank you.
And then I look up and say, please, tell me that's real and this isn't some trick of the forest.
I don't fucking know.
What are you all
that,
just
right?
standing around looking like that for?
Well, we did just finish fighting a bunch of fucking weird things, so
Yes, well, you
forgive
don't
us
know
if
half
we're a
the
little
things-
confused.
Half the things that I have seen, and obviously they weren't that hard. I mean, this one disintegrated quite easily.
How'd you do that, by the way?
It's so nice to have you back, Professor.
It's called magic. You've seen me use it 1,000 times, Corin. I mean, you have it.
I'm gonna sheath my sword at that. Walk
Has it
briskly
really
over
been
and
that
give
long
you a
since you've
hug.
been around that you've forgotten our names?
What?
At that,
I meant Talma. Sorry.
at that, I'm gonna just sheath my sword, walk briskly over, and give him a hug.
Hello, Talma.
I missed you.
Do you have somewhere safe here in the forest, Professor?
What? No, I've been traveling for days.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I
Tent?
thought-
Do we want to just do the tent?
I don't think a tent will stop these fucking things.
I
I
don't-
mean, I
think
don't
a tent
think
will
so
stop
either,
me.
but something out of the way for just a second.
I don't like the sound of that.
All these dice rolls.
Sound like what the fuck? What the fuck is English? I don't fucking know. I'm just like, okay. Anyway.
Alright, well,
Where
you
did
had
you-
said like 5 minutes ago that we should probably keep walking because stuff would keep happening if we stopped, so why don't we just walk and talk?
Yes, this place
Right.
is quite dangerous. We don't have time. Let's go.
I need all of you to roll perception checks for me.
Yay.
The perception.
21.
16.
Oh, that's a good roll.
I rolled a 2.
2.
Plus 4 is 6.
Okay. As you guys start to move, using Arendir's last survival roll, because I actually had that marked down. Go me.
This way, follow everyone.
As you start to try to find someplace safe, Arendir, you are the only person who notices. There is a figure off the beaten path that seems to be shadowing you.
Okay. I guess I'm just seeing. I'm guessing I just see like movement or some shape that's following us. I can't make out any particulars or anything.
It is humanoid. It is medium in size. But other than that, it's hard to tell. They are sticking to the foliage really, really well. You're only really able to get glimpses of whatever this is following you guys.
Okay. I'll say into the earrings that we're being shadowed. Some humanoid figures following us, but don't. Yeah, it hasn't shown that it's hostile or anything.
Have you guys found the hags yet?
Good. Have you? No?
Well,
What?
we haven't really been looking for them.
Well, that is why I'm in this forest. I've been tracking the hags down.
Oh, God.
They should be here.
Oh, Professor, this is Flint. Flint, this is Professor.
Are you saying this through the earrings where I cannot hear anything?
Oh, no, well, I know I introduce you out loud, but yes, you don't hear me say the other part, I guess.
Exactly. That's what
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like oblivious to someone tailing us.
Yeah.
And who are you?
Robert Flint.
Where's Connor?
He
You have to
went
go
home.
back to Talren.
Tyrannus is ill.
And this Flint fellow, where did he come from?
The
The professor just
the
starts
ship-
sizing him up.
That brought us
He kind of
here.
found us.
I mean,
He
he was.
found you.
Yeah, he was on the ship that we took down here from Dukakis.
Dukakis.
Now,
Dukakis was the president.
I'm really tired. Okay,
You're
Like,
good, honey.
wow.
I've had 3 hours of sleep.
Damn close.
I wasn't gonna laugh until Charles laughed.
I'm sorry.
I hate everything.
Also, hi guys. Sorry.
Hey.
Hello.
No, you missed a good in the fight to mix. I was knocked unconscious.
I hate
And
What?
you were right in the
Damn it.
past. You'd probably been knocked unconscious too.
Who? Oh man, I'm trying to guess.
I cast the
If
spell
you say
magic
that-
on Robert Flint.
Oh,
The spell washes over him and nothing really happens. He is always that rakishly handsome.
I have a bunch of.
I just
bunch
don't.
of
I just don't
different-
trust him. So I don't know who he is.
No,
I've had to deal with things not being what they seem. So I was just checking.
Having been told that someone is following us, do we see them? Are they
you
too
guys-
sneaky?
you guys can roll perception again if you want.
I've been told someone to follow us.
I rolled a 22 this time.
I am
I
not
rolled a
doing
20
good on
again.
wisdom checks.
Oh, good lord.
So I'm going to turn to the professor. Well, the reports I read didn't really do your paranoia to justice, so.
Excuse me, my paranoia? You have not seen the things that I have seen. And I don't like your tone.
I mean, you did kind of start it, Professor.
I don't like your tone either, Corin.
You never liked my tone.
Yes,
I've
well,
already proved myself an asset to your friends here.
well,
You
then
saved our
will-
lives.
Yes, well, you will have to prove yourself to me.
I'm a little offended that our word isn't enough, Professor.
Let's go. Keep an eye out
Yeah.
for that thing.
Actually, what I was trying to man, I don't know who's the best at tracking or survival stuff. I don't really know if it matters.
I only have a +4.
I have a +5.
Don't
I'm
even
trained
look
in
at
it, but I have a
I'm
+4.
trained in having +5, so +5.
7.
Mike, are you gonna roll perception again, or?
Oh, sure. I thought it was just to see it. That's a natural 20.
Hey.
You? I was waiting to see if that was going to happen. Aaron, dear, as you guys are sitting there talking, you notice the figure has now stopped, and it's about 35 feet away. They are very expertly hidden in some shadows of some foliage, and it's really hard to spot. But they are sitting there, and you can catch more of a better silhouette. They're in such shadow that you can't get features or anything, but you do what seems to see what's a quiver and a bow slung across its back. It doesn't seem to be armed, but seems to be watching you.
Well, nobody evil ever used a bow before, so we should probably just say hi.
Well, what I was going to suggest is that, I guess then to Talmar, I'll say, keep heading in this direction, stay, as straight, keep as straight as you can here. And I'm going to try to peel off, once we get some distance again, and see if I can circle back behind whoever's following us.
I was like, all right, that's a good plan. I'll lead everybody to their doom.
Oh my god, no! Don't give him the map! Don't give him
You
the
just gave me
map!
Fuck
the
it.
map. Deal with it.
I can take it.
I, mean,
I have a 6 survival, so
Oh, you're actually
all of
slightly
all of
better
you
than
work
I am.
together then to head in this direction, and I point to the
Although
same
I'm
one that we
trained
were
in
heading.
survival, so.
Yeah, I just thought you would.
I am far out of my element here, so I'm going to leave this in your hands.
All right. Well, I'll start us because you didn't need that. So, I go back in the front, yeah, and then I said, once we had, 50 feet, I see a bush that's particularly hideable in.
Okay.
I'll duck off to the side and try and peel out and around and come up behind whoever's tracking us.
Okay. Roll stealth for me. All right. So you guys start to head down what seems to be a small path. It is hard going. The roots like to try to move and trip you up, so you have to extra focus not to trip everywhere. Arendir, you find a big enough bunch of foliage that you quickly dip into it, and you near disappear and start stalking through the shadows. You can see that the figure hasn't moved, though it's now seemingly searching more and more, trying to figure out where you have gone. And you are able to get relatively close. I figure you want to get close enough to see what they are.
Yes, yeah.
You get close, and as you look, you see a wood elf. Seemingly a young woman, dark brown hair pulled back in several different braids, deep bronze skin, dark brown eyes. There's some scars that you can see. She carries a bow and arrow. She has what seems to be a long sword at her side. From everything she's carrying, you realize that you have similar kits and gears. Assuming this is probably a ranger from the way she's tracking everybody. She's looking but trying to find you guys, and she starts shaking her head and then redoubles her efforts, kind of leaning against the tree, trying to see if she can hear a little bit better. So you have the drop on her. She has no idea you're there.
Can I see if she has... I moon her from the bushes. No. If she has the Wayfarer, the oak leaf with the 3 arrows anywhere.
Yes, it is.
I can see that.
You can see that clear as day. It is imprinted on the shoulder of her leather armor.
Where are you sleeping tonight?
That's still my favorite.
Good times.
I have a better one, but
Oh god. Well, actually, I am going to. I'm actually not snicket.
Okay, so then feel free to take it.
Now I am.
So now she still seemingly has no idea that you're there.
Yeah, I'm going to slowly step out of the underbrush. And in Elvish, say, "Greetings, Wayfarer."
She jumps. Which, then there is this sort of ruddiness that sort of appears on the tops of her cheeks, like she is embarrassed as fuck that you caught her. And she notices you, and she kind of narrows her eyes, and she responds slowly in Elvish. How did you know of us?
And then I'll raise my hand with the ring on it. And say, I was given this by my mother.
She kind of looks and peers and that. She kind of then picks up her hand and shows you, and she has the exact same ring on her hand. You bear the mark of our people, but I have no clue who the hell you are. What are you doing here with those people?
We came here looking for answers about where I might come from, or where this is from, and I motioned to the ring again. And we heard about the changing of the forest, and I'll pick up one of the like red leaves or like the leaves that have changed. We know this is not the natural order of things, and we're here to see what that's about.
You bear the ring, so knowledge is yours by right. Let us collect your friends. Unfortunately, I am not able to help you, but I know someone who should be able to give you everything you need. Come with me. And you watch as she lightly bounds away to where your friends are. You guys are traveling slowly down the path when you see this wood elf woman just kind of quickly moving towards you guys. I assume Arendir, you break stealth to follow.
Oh yeah.
With Arendir in her wake, and she looks at you all and in common says, "Come with me. I will take you somewhere safe."
I look at Arendir.
Yeah, I nod to them and say she recognized the ring. It affords us safety here.
So
She
maybe
points
we'll
to her
find
shoulder.
on that.
He bears the mark of a wayfarer. Sanctuary is his to claim.
Yes, well, good. Everyone, let's go.
Oh. Follow me. And she immediately takes the lead, and as she does, you watch as the roots and the vines and the thorns peel back, wide enough for you guys to walk comfortably without having to trip. As you walk, you notice the forest change. And before you see there was reds towards the leaves, that there had been signs of autumn touching this place. Where she leads you, it is green as the first day of summer. The scent here is fresh. It smells like it has just rained, though there is clearly no water around. It is absolutely beautiful and peaceful, and that foreboding sense you had as you were walking through the trees relents. And instead of on guard, you feel the tension you've been carrying in your shoulders lessen a little bit. There is a feeling of good here. And it feels like walking through the forests of your childhood. That this is a place of safety. And she starts to lead you, and after a good solid couple hours, she stops you all, holds up a finger, and says, "Oh, wait here, I will announce that you are here, and I will come and grab you." And she disappears once again down the path as the trees close up behind her, giving you guys a moment of reprieve before she pulls you in.
Professor, I'm sure you've noticed or you're aware of the color change in the leaves. That's
Yes.
This is supposed to be an eternally green forest and something.
Yes,
There's a
it's
welcome it.
part of the clues that led me here, from what I've gathered and the other hags that I've defeated.
All right, we're gonna need a long talk.
Yes, I imagine we will.
Rael's just gonna slowly sidle up to beside the professor. You okay?
I'm as okay as I can be, given the circumstances of this world.
Okay. And she's just gonna give him a giant hug.
It's good to see you again, Rael.
Hi, Professor.
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
As you all stand there, moments pass by as you see her poke her head out again. She goes, "The Guardian will see you." As she motions you all forward, the trees part, and you find yourselves in an open, wide area. Seems to be half a mile, maybe a mile in diameter. you see a babbling brook of clear water that beautifully reflects the sky above. But that's not what catches your eye. What catches your eye is a giant tree. Epic in proportions. It towers up well above these trees, already 200-300 feet tall. This one is almost 100 feet above it and wide. But there's a difference. In it, you see something you have never seen before. You all who have traipsed through the ancient forest, you all have been into the Shadowfell. You all have seen wondrous, great things, but never this. In it, you see the tree is not just a tree. You see the face of a humanoid. And it seems to be slumbering, eyes closed.
Whoa.
And at the bottom of the tree, you see an elvish gentleman, tall, lanky, wearing the sort of green robes, dark brown hair pulled back in a plait, a head crowned with antlers as he stands up, pointed elvish ears, copper skin, eyes that look like leaves in a brilliant spring sun. He smiles easily as he looks at you all, and as you all approach, he bows his head to you guys and welcomes you to Geist. He is the one they call the Guardian, and he is protector of this realm. At this point, he turns and he looks to you, Arendir. And there is this sort of half smile on his face, not unkindly, as he sort of walks up to you and bows his head and goes, I have been told you bear the ring of a wayfarer. However, I was not told of what else that you bear as well.
I'll take my hood down and bow back to him. Say, greetings, Guardian. I am Arendir Eloeth, and I'll show him the ring. And I assume you're talking about the Graces.
Yes, you bear the bow of elements. You bear my bow.
Oh, whoa.
I mean, like, possession's 9/10 of the law.
He smiles and goes, do not worry, I do not ask for it back. I set it down when I was done. Though it seems it is time for new heroes to rise up to be the light that this world needs. I am glad to see it has found its way into good hands.
How old is this guy?
Yeah, I'm actually over to say that. I'm saying, when did you last wield the bow? The information we found says it's thousands of years old.
It was. I laid it to rest about 2,000 years ago.
Fascinating.
That is one way to say it. Though I had hoped, against hope, that it would never be picked up again, that perhaps, just maybe, what we did was enough. I worried about it. Erelai worried about it.
The Everlasting Dawn.
Yes. Good man. Good cleric.
Forgive me, Guardian. This is Corin Gladstone, Talmar Leodon, Raya Nilo? I don't know how to pronounce that.
Nilo.
Nilo.
You would have known that by now.
Yeah. whose name I can't remember off the top of my head. That's Mike saying that. Robert Flint and Professor Vedethwheel at Sharon Darrow.
Sharon Darrow.
Damn.
Nice.
Good, though.
Good job.
That's pretty good. I couldn't name all your names.
Greetings and welcome to the land of Geist, one and all. Those who wield the graces. You are welcome here as heroes. Whatever we can do to assist you all, we shall do.
Thank you.
I am probably certain you all have very many questions.
Yes, I believe so. Well, Professor's also... We're also searching for people in the forest.
Those who
Maybe
seek to
related
taint
to
it.
Yes. Hags.
As what I thought. Things seem to be very much intertwined. Fate seems to be going once again. Please, follow me. You all are probably tired from your travels. I will see to food and drink for you all. And I will try to tell you as much as I can. You've come at a very interesting time. The forest is getting ready to slumber.
Slumber? What do you mean by slumber?
When the forest is threatened, it goes to sleep. The power here is weakened, so it cannot be taken and used for ill gains. It's why the trees have gone red.
And how long does this slumber take to initiate?
We started it 10 months ago. Though it's gotten worse recently. It seems whoever is doing this is going quicker. I can gather that you all know this is not an ordinary forest. This is not even like the ancient grove. And he nods to the tree with the face in it.
Yes.
This is not... This is a place within and without. You stand in an area that bleeds into another plane. Here there is an open portal to Arborea, where the elvish gods hold court.
Oh my.
It bleeds into the land, strengthens the trees. Druidic magic here is stronger. It's why my people have been here. It's why the Wayfarers are here. We're here to protect this portal, to protect the land and the magic. It protects itself fairly well enough, but people, mortals, are industrious. They will try to find a way. They always try to find a way.
Don't they?
Wayfarers are guardians. We oversee the forest. We try our best to do the world beyond, but more often than not, we are short-sighted. Now, there are those of us who travel abroad to other forests, to other lands, to keep an eye out. The seasons of this world are quick to change at sometimes. And I believe, Arendir, the gentleman who owned your ring, was one of my acolytes that I sent out.
From the forests of Shaolin.
The trees there are magical, otherworldly. I saw them many, many years ago. Come, I'll see to your needs, and any questions you have, I will try to answer. And he leads you all to a section of the open glade where there's seemingly a table set up, and there's already seem to be people putting food on there. Venison, game meats, fruits, that sort of thing. Sort of the bounty of the forest. There's clean water offered, and some wine as well.
Hey man, we got grapes to grow in the forest.
And he kind of begs you all to take a seat and to refresh yourselves.
I Take a seat.
Yes.
I'm never one to say no to a meal.
Thank you.
Of course. You all have come far through great peril. I apologize. If I had known the Graces were going to enter the forest, I would have. Regardless.
By the way, what were those things that we met in the forest? Is that the forest protecting itself?
The Vatar? The
well,
big face thing breathes thorns.
yeah, and then the vine thing that hits really hard, actually.
Vine thing. Big, gargantuan thing.
Yeah.
That is not a creature, actually.
Is it the forest?
It is an elemental locus.
Hmm.
Wow.
Okay.
Like I said, this place is sacred.
Well, with such creatures defended, I understand why it has stood for so.
Most of the time when you try to enter a different plane, there is great cost involved. Either through magic or otherwise. Here, you can almost step through. Straight to Arborea, unfettered. Yes, there needs to be quite amount of protection here, which is why I have been here for the last 2,000 years protecting it.
Grateful for that.
Well.
And I'm gonna sit down and start eating. Because, you know.
So you're here about the changing and the reasons why it is changing. I assume?
Yes. Are you familiar with what's going on outside the forest in the world?
I sent one of the Wayfarers out recently after this started to be taint to the forest to see what was going on. They recently came back with talks of darkness, of demons. There are whispers of Demoriel once again. That she seeks to undo everything me and my friends did, the sacrifices we made. She seeks to awaken Balamon.
She does.
That is a fact. I have seen her with my own eyes, as have Arendir and Corin. Demoria lives, and she seeks Balamon, and we don't know what she's doing at the moment.
She is crafty in her own way. If she feels you are a threat, she will hide. She will work in shadows until she feels she is at a point of strength, and she will strike. It is the way she operates.
Thankfully, the last time she struck, she suffered a great defeat.
Elam. The Battle of Elam.
Correct.
That is what was mentioned.
But now I fear the shadows is where I fear her the most. Because when she's in the open, we know what to do, how we can fight her and beat her. When she operates from the shadows, I feel like she has free reign. How can we fight that we don't see?
I will offer what help I can. Whatever way I can. I'm afraid that I cannot leave the forest like I did all those years ago. Besides, the bow has found a new bearer.
No. It is definitely our burden now. Oh. That's because I'm not talking loudly, sorry.
He sort of looks at you all and goes, well, if you seek to stand against Demoriel, then it is possible that the taint is her doing, and these hags might be under her power.
I am almost certain that the leader of this coven is working directly with Demoriel, and they have my daughter. I have tracked the coven down for a while now, and I have taken out a few hags. And the last bit has led me this direction, where apparently all of you have also. It is good to meet up with you, but we must find these creatures. We must
Agreed.
find these creatures.
If they're here, we won't let them escape.
Well, it's one step closer to my goals. What's a few more dead hags in the world?
I like your sentiment, Robert.
Anything that's aligning themselves with these demons need to be stopped. It need to be stopped immediately. No quabbles, no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Straight to the point, destruction. I like it. Well, what have you all been up to?
It's a lot.
That battle was something.
Yes.
We killed a white dragon,
Oh,
an ancient white dragon.
that sounds quite deadly. I'm glad you all are alive.
It was close, but
It was
we were able
it was
to
touch and
survive.
go.
Yeah, a little bit.
Definitely a little bit.
It seems that we've all seen some things then in our time apart. Erendir, do you have anything to drink?
I do, Professor. I go into the bag of holding, and I pull out. Where is it?
We have
There it
that
is.
line.
Yeah, we have a few bottles of wine. I'll pull out a bottle of wine and pour some for the professor.
Thank you.
While I'm also going through my stuff, I will pull out the ancient map of the continent from the Age of the Glorious Empire, and I will roll it out in front of the professor.
At this point, Arendir, you hear from your pack going, "It's up!" You were the last one who had amicus.
Oh, I was like, is that Barai or Abacus?
No. At this point, though, the rest of you hear a sleepy voice from the professor's pack saying, "Professor,
We've been here for a while, Mirai. Come on out, everyone is here."
and poof, there's a flash of blue as you all see your fairy dragon go.
Oh my gosh.
And as soon as that thing comes flashing out of the pouch, blades come out immediately.
No, don't hurt me!
Put
No,
those
no,
away.
It's fine.
Robert. Fine.
Right, alright, come here, hon.
She flies to everybody. It's like, hey, kissy, 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 Talmar, kissy, 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 Rariel, kissy, 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 kissy,
Right, no
Kel.
one needs... Oh, fine.
Oh, humor me, Professor. And she
Yes, Mirai.
snuggles up to
It's been a
Klein, and
couple months.
she looks at you, Flint, and she goes, "Hi, I'll leave you alone." Then she goes and she bugs Arendir for a little bit before settling on the professor's shoulder. At this point, Arendir, you see a little mechanical head pop out of your pack going, "What is going on out there?"
Oh, right. And I'll reach down and take out Amicus and stand him up on the table.
Is that a construct?
Yes! Hi, I'm Amicus.
Hello, little friend. Where did you find this?
There were
Mage,
There was a mage tower.
tower, yeah.
yeah.
Um, we also have this. And I'm going to bring the little fur-lined pack around and just sort of gently lift the egg halfway out.
What is that?
If I'm right, and Amicus seems to think so, it's a phoenix egg.
What?
Gonna put it slowly back in the fur-lined pack. Yeah, I know, right?
Okay, then.
There was that.
We
there
are
was
going to
Amicus.
have a long talk.
There
Yes,
was
but
also a sword that
he's a
wanted to
construct
kill me,
from the.
apparently.
He's the construct from the ancient empire, the glorious empire.
Hi.
Yes, there was a mage tower that appeared in the middle of the woods a day north of, oh man, I don't remember, a place. And we went there.
Was it the place where I was near, Snicket, with my wife?
It was the same place you and your wife were in.
Right, because I saw
definitely in.
tieflings messing with one.
Yes, that place.
Oh. Yeah, I think we might have seen that.
But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Othello. It was the
Yes,
Othello.
Attila.
Yeah,
Yes, that is
yeah.
that is where I killed one of the hags who was eating children.
Eating. Oh,
How'd you miss
God.
that?
Yes, it was not a pretty thing to behold.
But we went and investigated, and it seemed to be the mage tower of a wizard or something named Avoltir, who had
He likes
hidden-
to imprison Celestials quite a bit.
yes, he had hidden his tower outside of time, and that defense wore off, and it appeared. And we investigated, and everything was perfectly preserved from the glorious empire.
Professor, did you know that they used blood magic?
I had a feeling.
We got to see it close and personal. It was creepy.
It is not. It is not a thing I care to like.
Yes, it seemed the glorious empire, as Tamar said, was imprisoning celestials and power beings of great power and using their blood as a source of magic. And
The
Glorious.
rabbit water in blood.
we also—that's where we found this, and I'll motion back to the map.
We did manage to free one, though.
Yes. And this tiny construct, his name is what?
Amicus, it's a pleasure to meet you, sir.
Amicus. Do you know what this is?
The map?
And then I take out the artifact of the glorious empire.
Yeah, that's the thing. Do you mind if I take a look at it?
Yes, of course.
I won't activate it or anything. I'm
Yes,
just gonna
well,
look
please,
at
if
some
it's
of
if
this.
it does activate, do not activate it. I
Yes, sir.
wouldn't want to kill us all.
Yes, sir. I don't want to hurt you guys. You guys are my friends. It's been a
Fascinating.
while since I had friends.
Absolutely fascinating. How do you function, Amicus?
I don't know. I'm just am. The Avaltir said it was through a great sacrifice. He said something about blood and a spirit being bound. I don't know.
I would guess that you're some sort of spirit bound into a thing.
Oh my.
I don't remember anything before being Amicus. But yeah, that's the map we found. And he points to Geist, and then he points to the tree. Portal!
Oh.
I'm gonna take a look at the Kobe thing now.
So you guys have all. What have you been following that wound you up here? Aside from the corruption here. What news of Demoriel and the rest of them?
It's actually been kind of quiet.
After we shut them down in Shaw, yeah. After we shut them down in Shaw after the war, we came here looking for answers, considering an ancient force that's never supposed to not be green is just seemed like Demorial's hand was in it.
Yes, I do not like the fact that it's close to a portal to Arborea.
I don't remember if you were with us when I received the ring.
I do not recall you having a ring when I left.
Yes. We went to Mythgar, and I sent Gwaine, nice quick him, because I remembered he exists. Sent Gwaine with a letter to my mother as we were near Shaolun, and she sent him back with a small package with this, and I'll take the ring off and put it down. Apparently my father left this for her to give to me one day, and it bears the mark of the Wayfarers. So, with the help of
that was here.
with the help of Amicus and some research, we figured out that legend has it they were here. That combined with the leaves changing seems as good a lead as any.
Last we met, last I had seen all of you, we were in the Dawnwood. Did we find what we were looking for in Shah?
The answer would be yes, because Connor got
because it was Connor's.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yes, we did, and we also stopped what was like them trying to raise a demon army, and
Had they corrupted Shah?
no, Shar is still standing, and Shar is now under the rule of the prince.
Prince Amir?
They did corrupt for a time, but not enough to do lasting damage.
Yes.
Yeah, they had been using the king as a puppet.
An undead.
Quite literally.
Literally.
Considering he was undead at the time.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I have reason to believe that the leader of this coven is rather high up. Probably the next target for us. She's doing something for Demoriel. I have not figured it out. None of the hags that I have encountered have been forthcoming.
Finding something with his portal.
Well, on that front, and Flint's gonna pull out like a tightly sealed leather container and roll it towards the professor.
What is
That's
this?
That's every rumor, every scrap of information I've been able to pull in this area. Hags, comings and goings, thefts, missing persons accounts,
Yes,
everything.
Missing persons are quite high on their MO. That's Elvish for modus operandi.
I could have sworn that was Gnomish.
No, that one's Elvish.
That one's Elvish.
This is
Yes, Elvish.
This is
There you go.
excellent.
Come on, you're a fluent speaker.
Elder Dirk, more wine, please.
Sure.
And Flint, Azzy sent you, right?
No.
No.
To be frank about it, the forces that you hunt have been sending contracts out for people to hunt you. Each one of you has a bounty on your head.
Do we now?
Ooh, how much?
I didn't take the contract, so I don't know.
Oh. I want to see who is worth the most.
I don't think it matters. It's a matter that they want us dead.
Is it
No
just for
surprise.
us?
And now it's public knowledge that we are out there to be killed, which means more attacks, more surprises, more chances for us all to die. Wonderful.
Oh, so it's
Who
not
is
just
putting
demon.
up the contracts? Like, I know obviously it's who it's coming from ultimately, but who specifically is putting the contracts?
I don't know, I work through a lot of intermediaries.
Well, that might be something we
Robert T.
follow up.
Well,
Maybe we
yes.
can try to take a bounty for ourselves.
What you're saying, Morgan?
Was it just for 7, or were there more names that they had been putting out?
That I don't know, but if you're worried about loved ones and all that, that I have no clue about. I know other less scrupulous hunters would use your families against you. Not my style.
You
Quick,
mean ones
Colleen.
that actually might take the contracts?
I don't know. You have a rather large reputation for killing anything that steps in your way. That's why I'm here to help you, not to hunt you.
Well, thank you for this information, Robert. It is quite thorough.
We also have the name of the second demon general from Amicus. He told us Adremelech is the name.
So badass.
At this point, the Guardian, who has been off doing something, comes back, and as soon as you say Adremelech, he winces.
That's not a good sign.
Guardian, are you alright?
He pulls his robe off of his left shoulder, and you see a deep, wicked scar that crawls up and over it.
I still want to show him my scar.
Oh man,
Yeah.
it's a deep, wicked scare.
And it looks like, from the way it looks like a giant blade. And he said, I almost lost my arm to her.
Oh shit.
Her.
I want to show him mine just for shits. I'm gonna go ahead and open my shirt, show him the huge scar going across my chest, saying that's from the other one.
Her Demorial's son.
Yeah.
You've already
Oriel.
met him.
Yeah, Aurea.
Oriel.
He's no longer with us.
Yes, he is quite dispatched.
You killed him. Oh, I can only imagine her rage.
It wasn't
Good.
pleasant. Yeah.
Fuck her.
No, I like this guy.
I went toe to toe with Adremelech. I would caution you. We sealed her up for reasons.
And where is she sealed?
She is sealed up in Persephone.
Tiefling
Oh.
City.
Yes, we used
That
quite a
might
bit
be
of the Glorious Empire's own. Well, the Glorious Empire wasn't there. We used very much of the budding technology out there to seal her away. Though, if you've not seen her for a long time, I fear she may have already awoken.
Maybe we should go to Persephone when we're.
Persephone.
Perhaps we can pick up a trail there
I
after
can't pronounce
this.
things. I'm sick.
What is she?
Demon.
Right, but there's different flavors generally.
I have never seen her like before, and I don't know if I shall ever see her like again. She is not a run-of-the-mill demon. She is not like a Glabrazu or anything like that. She is of her own make. She has titles.
It's quite apparent
That's
that
always bad.
the demons that run with Demoriel are not the run-of-the-mill demons.
No, she was terrifying to behold. She was the one who sat astride the dragon that blotted out the sun.
Oh.
Yes. That.
Should we
Remember
ask him about
Ratman's grandson?
the that escaped?
You have apparently been running into our past. I apologize. We tried our best to make sure that no one would ever have to deal with it again.
What you did is giving us the chance to put an end to it for good.
Yes, that is our intention, is to put an end to it for good.
He smiles, and there's a little bit of sadness in his eyes. You all talk like they talk. I have no doubt that you all will finish what we started. And I have no doubt that you all finish it for good.
Give me, but I need to ask, are they all gone?
Yes.
How did you survive?
When a druid becomes powerful enough, they become almost ageless. 10 years seem like only a year. I am an elf. I am about 450 years old. At least I look it. But I have survived 2,500 years.
Oh.
On this planet. Around there. I lose track of time easily enough. Here, where two planes meet, time has almost no meaning for me. Oh yes, I outlived all the others. I saw them buried. My friends, my family. People I fought beside. Bled for. Some of us nearly died, some of us who did die.
I'm sorry to hear about that.
What we did because it needed to be done. We were the dawn in an otherwise almost endless night. Just like you all will be the dawn. And as to the taint of the forest, I have a general whereabouts of where it begins, where you all can start looking. I have sent one of my best and most seasoned rangers out there to take a look. And if I am not mistaken, it might be of interest to you all to meet that person.
Yes, I think we should get upon that immediately, as once we have rested.
Of course, we have places, beds you can rest. And then you will meet up with Orin.
Orin.
Orin, yes. Fine, one of the finest rangers I have. He's human, but he sometimes outworks even my wood elves.
Right.
Well then, shall we retire? Or what time is it? I don't know what time it is.
It's getting towards evening time now, because of how much you've been walking. It's starting to edge towards night, and he understands that you all have had a very long day, and will probably want rest to get up early, and he will see to making sure you all have supplies, and he will send somebody out with you to help guide you through the forest to meet Orin, and then hopefully find whatever is making this taint. And he says that when you do, we don't have much in the way of material wealth here. But whatever we have, I am willing to give to help you all in whatever capacity we can.
Thank you, Guardian.
Yes.
Before I go to bed, I want to do the thing that I whispered you, Snicket.
Okay, is there anything anybody wants to do before you guys go to bed?
I want to speak to the Guardian.
Okay. Does anybody else want to speak to the Guardian on their own?
Everyone.
Probably. Yeah, probably.
I kind of want to know, like... Probably not.
Okay. So, you guys will... Since, we're gonna do... Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I'd be willing if you want to do, like, have a conversation after the session, like, between this week and next week, if we're gonna end soon. I don't know what the time frame is, but so we don't have to waste a whole bunch of people's time.
I don't work tomorrow, so I'm good.
Go ahead, I'm solid.
Oh,
Okay.
Solid.
So, who wants to go first?
Well, Flint doesn't care if the group... It's not like it's a private thing. I just wanted to speak to the Guardian.
Okay, well then we'll do you first.
Finally. I mean, what?
We're 12.
It's
Excuse
12.
me. I'm like a 14, okay?
Oh, okay. So you're just that past that's too cool to laugh at it, but you're snickering under your breath.
Generally.
I was 65. I did not laugh. I just scowled.
Please don't die, Charles.
Oh, it's all good. For one who has lived so long, you wouldn't happen to know your way around the recovery of memories.
The professor's ears perk up a little bit.
Memories. Those have been lost, or those that have been taken?
Taken.
He kind
My
of sits.
path. Oh, sorry.
He kind of sits there and listens to you as you talk, sort of tapping his finger against his chin.
What I hunt took something from me. Others, most of it I offered up freely. But what it took from me is something that I need back. For everything that I gave up means nothing. My fame, my money, my ship. It all means nothing without those memories.
Unfortunately for me, my magic, my powers don't run that way. Otherwise, I would give you back your memories. But if something took them from you, you should be able to get them back. I have seen enough, especially if they are demonic in nature. You can gain back what you have lost if you go to the source.
So I hunt.
Something you're used to, at least.
It's a different style of hunting. I don't like this skulking about. I'd much rather be on the sea, hunting merchants. Easier prey.
I can imagine. I hope and pray then that you find what you seek and you get the vengeance that you deserve.
As do I. Well, my sacrifices mean nothing.
I have no doubt you will find what you seek.
Okay. You're just gonna kind of just sit there and stare off into.
At this point, the Guardian starts to walk off a bit, and Corin, you manage to catch up enough to get some private conversation with him.
Cthulhu, sorry, Guardian. I wanted to ask about Erele, my namesake, the one who owned this mace, and I pull up the mace of 1,000 sacrifices and hold it in my hand. What were they
Halo's
like?
champion.
Yes.
He was kind man, warm, like the sun. He was a rock in the storm. He was, when everything fell to darkness, he was our light. As we were the light for the world, he was a light for us. He points to his shoulder. I still have my arm, thanks to him. Good man. Good sense of humor, too. He was my best friend.
I'm sorry he's gone, and that you remain.
He's
It must be
respect.
painful.
It hurts, and it always will hurt, but I knew that this was going to be this way, and I don't regret a thing. He's with his family now. I wouldn't want him to spend the rest of forever with my sorry ass, as he was fond of saying. He had his wife, his children, his grandchildren, his great-grandchildren, his great-great-great-grandchildren. His line still is around today. I've lost track of most of them, but there are humans and half-elves and elves with his bloodline.
One more thing.
Of course.
This mace. It was used. The reason it got its power was because an entire city laid down their lives, died, slaughtered by demons. And sometimes when I use it, I can still feel the press of all of their souls lost. How can I... How can I use this weapon knowing that so many paid so much?
They did it willingly. They knew what they were doing when they laid down their lives. It was a time of darkness. Here, there is still light, there is still life, there's laughter. There are people still living their lives untouched by what's going on. Back then, we did not have that luxury. I personally lost so much to me that I stood up and said, no more. There were entire towns wiped off the face of this planet for no other reason than it caught the fancy of a demon. So they stood up and they said no more. Do not feel their weight as if it is the weight of a funeral shroud. Use it as a force to strike against the demons. Aralai used that mace and smashed and crashed and struck down demon lords. He brought them to their knees, watched them beg for mercy, and he wiped them off the face of creation. So no more tears, no more children would cry in the night for their mothers, never to hear it again. No more would women weep for their families. No more would men watch as their homes destroyed. He wielded it as a force. He wielded it with grace and dignity because that is the only way to wield it. Corn Gladstone, you are a strong man to wield it. And I know that when you feel those lives as you pick it up, you will use it as a clarion call against the darkness. You will use it to bring the dawn. And you will use it to strike darkness down and show them what true fear is.
I will do this. Thank you. I appreciate everything that you've said today. The light that you've shined upon the past and helping me clear my mind. I'm ready.
Try not to lose yourself in the duty. It is hard not to be weighed down by what you're doing, by the path you walk, that you feel that you must always rush forward because who knows what's being done. You are still mortal, and you still need light yourself. Don't let your light go out.
Nah, I've got all these fuckers to take care of, so...
You do. And he kind of grasps your shoulder and gives it a squeeze and goes, walk in the light, Corn Gladstone.
I always do. Thank you, Guardian. And then I go to sleep!
Alright, you go to sleep.
Just right there, Narcolepsy.
Yeah, just like, Guardian's shoulder.
Mr. Bean.
Yep, this is all over again. Go to bed, you asshole. At this point, the Guardian goes to find you, Arandir.
Oh, sorry. Weird. Hi, Guardian.
Hello, Andy.
I thought maybe you'd like to hold your old bow again, and I'll present the bow of elements to him.
He picks it up from your grasp and he looks at it, fingers running over it, and he goes, "It still slumbers."
Yes, when we found our last Grace in Shah, we were missing the professor. But now we have the professor back, but we don't have Connor anymore.
You don't need all of them together to waken them up.
Oh, they don't like all join together into one big thing?
Yes, when I was a boy, we talked about a legendary hero known as Voltron. Something about lions. It was.
Yeah.
It's silly now, but back then it was quite the thing.
I don't know, space druids or something.
Hunk is mine.
And, you know, I hear they're making a comeback. But
it's all the rage right now.
it is all the rage. So he smiles and goes, "They know when they are needed most. Have no fear. I think the time is at hand. They will slowly wake up and you will wield it well." And he hands it back to you. It's not my bow any longer. It's yours.
It's crazy to think that we found this in a burned out smuggler's camp, for all intents and purposes.
For fuck's sake.
The fates, it would have it, drew us to it.
The fates have a sense of humor.
That's one way of looking at it.
You won't believe how I received the bow.
Did it come down on a beam of light?
Oh no, I was smacked upside the back of the head with it.
So it's a very noble thing, then.
Oh yes, it's elegant and regal and...
Oh my god, your bow is as sarcastic as you are!
It
No
is...
one was surprised.
I will say this, it packs quite a punch when it is awoken. Waken? Woken? Whatever.
When it's woke. When it's woke.
When it waits.
As fuck. As the gnomes say.
I'm going to be shooting arrows of gender equality.
Yes.
Double damage against the patriarchy.
Oh my god.
God damn it.
It won't be that useful against
That's
Mario, man.
actually not why I came to you. Your ring. You
Yes.
say your mother gave it to you.
Yes, she said my father left it for her to give to me. And she sent it to me. Along with him. And I scratched Wayne because I remembered him again.
I love you too, Dad.
You're useful sometimes.
Aw.
Oh my god.
Kind of
The
mean.
uses you don't use me as food. Bait. The Guardian looks at you and he quirks an eyebrow and he goes, you do look a bit like him, around the eyes and the nose.
Is it Orin, the one we're supposed to meet?
He nods. He is my best ranger. Human as he is.
I mean, the humans are alright.
I mean, yeah, not so bad. I wanted to let you know. So you weren't going in blind.
What?
If you don't want to meet him, I can recall him.
It's probably best that we get the information we can get from him about whatever's going on with these hags. So if not only for that, It's probably best medium. What can you tell me about him?
He once got himself quote-unquote trapped in a satyr bacchanalia. He was gone for 2.5 weeks. Swears it wasn't his fault.
That sounds like a great time, actually.
That tracks, yeah.
That I see
He
where you get it
swears
from.
there was a couple fawns who were holding him captive.
Oh, I bet.
God, I wish we were there.
Tangling vines.
He is
You can write a gnomish story about that.
he is a
one.
very good man.
I think I have.
He takes his duty very seriously, which is the only reason he came back. It's because a wayfarer does not put down their duty except for when it is time. I am sorry. One who called him back.
I can't hold that against you.
You could. I wouldn't blame you.
Well, I've managed this long, 36 years, without him. So I guess it worked out in some way. I'll rub the scarred the scarred ear.
He kind of gives you a sad smile, and he nods his head back to where everyone was taking their rest and goes, I'm pretty certain they're all so glad you're here.
I get the feeling that everyone else you talked to said this, but I gotta keep them alive, you know.
Also remember to keep yourself alive, too.
Except for Robert, yeah. He doesn't. He's the new guy, not so much, but...
Well, you know what you have to do with
I'm starting
interns.
calling him Nuke.
Yes, of course, I have a greater duty now, and I'll motion to the bow again.
Oh, please. Like I said, I got it being smacked upside the head with it. This is a path that, if you need to walk it, you walk it, but try not to get too lost in it. I almost did and paid quite a vicious price for it.
I appreciate all the help you've given us and what you did those years, thousands of years ago. If it wasn't for you, none of us would exist right now.
To be honest, when I first did it, it was a selfish thing. But I am very glad that I did it. Whatever prices that were paid are worth it to see people today living, smiling, laughing. It's worth it in the end. Though I did go on a very, very, very long bender after I came back.
I'm sure you weren't related.
Dad? No. No, I don't say that.
He goes, I will, if you are also into, and
I dabble.
you dabble, I can set you some up with some pretty sweet stuff. I have some
Oh my
really
God.
interesting wine and some very interesting mushrooms that only grow in Arborea that I quite favor, if that is also your thing, but I'm not trying to deal, sir. You're not the cop.
Dude, now we have a connection.
Are you saying
If we can force the ancients?
He has to tell you if he's a cop, you know.
Yeah.
It's entrapment if you don't.
I'm just
He's
saying.
got that heady Arborea quip.
Nice.
I mean,
Dude,
He-
fucking share.
he is a druid, and this is like
Dude.
prime growing country.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen the tree?
I was actually Guardian. Are our gods really through there?
I have met Corella Mariathan.
Wow.
Yeah, they are very interesting. Very intense. Also offered me a drink. It was very, very weird. But Arborea is a beautiful place. I have lost myself in there once or twice. It's not the same as a Seder Bacchanalia. Phyllis.
Nothing
But,
ever is.
Right.
But, yeah. The tree, she is the beating heart, the soul of Geist. It's these, and he motions to the trees, are her children. Her grandchildren and her great-grandchildren. That's why I do what I do. This place is unlike anything else in this world. And I will spend whatever I have left in this world protecting it.
Well, hopefully when this is all over, maybe one day I'll take a stroll through there.
Be more than happy to. It is yours by birthright, after all.
Well, fun times.
Am I a wayfarer now?
You're the son of a wayfarer. If you wear a ring, if you wish to be one, you can be. It's not something you have to do. It's something you can choose to do. Choice is important. No one ever does anything here unless they wish to do so. Yes means yes, no means no.
Consent and all that.
Mm.
Wow, this place really is woke.
As fuck.
Oh man.
What's the fourth safe word then?
Sir, are you kink shaming me in my own forest?
No kink shaming here.
Oh, all right. Well,
Not with me around.
before we go into that discussion, I think I'm gonna head to bed, and I pass out on top of Corin.
Yes.
Just imagine us having that conversation over on top, like standing over a sleeping Corin.
I mean, he does fall asleep like anywhere.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's got that
my
dad
God.
skill.
Is some things never change. And you all pass the fuck out and go to bed. Some people sending letters and talking, I believe. Is there anything else anybody else would like to do?
I'm good.
Awesome. You all wake the next morning. There is breakfast to be had. Mariah goes apeshit.
She's been on
When was the
rations.
last time she had bacon?
We've been on rations for a while.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
she is like, oh my god, there's bacon.
It's food.
Oh man, Mariah, you missed out. We had a pie eating contest.
What? You
Yeah.
you had a playing contest,
And somehow Ryle beat me.
Surprisingly, I won.
but you had eating without me.
Sorry, darling.
Don't worry. When we get back to our villa that we now have,
Yeah. We do.
It's really nice too.
And a private beach.
Don't we have a hot tub too, you guys?
Yes, you guys have a hot tub.
Can we just go back there?
No. We gotta save the world first,
yet.
otherwise we have to pay off the taxes.
Oh, right. That's a good
At
point.
this point, Mariah is like sitting there with a dumbfounded look on her face as she's like got like some scrambled eggs like smeared across her maw, and it's like she's got a little bit of she's holding a thick piece of bacon in both her hands. She's like, "Oh my fucking god, we're fucking loaded."
I mean, she's not wrong. Like, the bag of holding.
And then she quickly gobbles the bacon and then immediately starts begging off of everybody. So,
Guys? Can I just say it's my favorite thing when you say fuck in that voice?
Oh my god, you guys! I miss you guys so much. And I mean, it was good being with the professor. And I don't know. I just missed you guys. And not because you guys gave me bacon under the table, but the professor's not looking. Why did I say that?
we've
We
done
missed
that
you too.
before.
You missed you too, right?
Ah, belly rubs. She goes and presents herself for belly rubs from the people she knows gives them.
Yes.
I miss this. As you guys have breakfast and the Guardian sets everything up for your travels ahead, this is where we're going to leave off for the night.
That's fine.
Cool.
Hey,
So, I hope you guys had fun.
yarp.
Everybody said bye to recordings.
Bye, recordings.
Bye, Christina.
Bye, Christina.